There you go. So 1, 3, 10 looks like a really nice entrance, and the ones in general, I'm really happy with. A couple tiny level differences, but just excellent. And actually, just on the one, you know, we've been talking about cogging the one, but we're moving away less and less from that as we get more comfortable. We're doing the right thing with the pieces. The right thing with the pieces is to rotate them around the kind of upper body of Manuel and Fred, and that's happening. We're seeing the 21 picture there. We're seeing the cat build on the other side of the tunnel, and both pieces just rotate to the finish. Awesome. 3 build. I would like to see a better shape to help Fred out, and so Manuel, I'm going to see your center point here, just pointing it out with a cursor. I would like to see you move your center point. The angle is kind of okay, so it should be 45 degrees, and your center point needs to be a little bit closer to Marconi. That'll help a couple of things. It'll really help Fred out back there, and also it puts you closer to Marconi, which means you're less of a target to Felipe when he's doing the spin. And I'll address that again in a second. Felipe, I think I've mentioned this to you before. If you can rotate now, you'll be taking up less place in the tunnel, less space, excuse me, in the tunnel. So if you can imagine your body now rotated a full 90 degrees, so back it up a little bit. So as you're making your move, let your head slide forward and let your legs come back so that you're in more of a compressed target with Manuel rather than a side body, because as a side body you take up a lot more space in the tunnel and there's more chance of a collision. Good ones. Yep. Okay, Manuel, I'm going to clarify that move and the build and the move for you again. So on the build of the 3, I would like you a little closer, please, because this gap here is quite big for Fred. And think about your right elbow relatively close. So the center of your body should almost be touching Marconi's head. And your right elbow should be kind of in here somewhere. And then as Marconi is stepping backwards, you should be driving your elbow with him, almost like Marconi could pick up that elbow. It's almost bustable if we do this right. So rather than having a straight piece here, which look at the diameter of this piece, it's huge in the tunnel, we can have you compressed in here. It'll help Fred on the build, and it will be more efficient for getting the piece moving. And then clarifying again on the 10 at this point, rather than just taking your center point forwards through there. I know you've got to get that way, Felipe, but as soon there's your gap now. Your leg could be following there, and your head could be moving up to here. So you kind of put your head in Manuel's armpit, and your center point is still going to start traveling down the center where it needs to go to, but there's less chance of those collisions. Pretty technical skydive, and you guys are struggling with just the 3 build and just the distance on the 10. I mean, the 10s are okay, guys. The 10s are definitely acceptable, but 3 build, I think, oh, nice one, very nice one, gentlemen. 3 build, Manuel, if you guys could work on that, please. Yep, loving those ones, guys.